Alright, so I just got back from watching The Devil Wears Prada 2. 20 years, believe it or not, after the first Devil Wears Prada, which is a classic in the... it's not really a romantic comedy, but it's sort of a dramedy genre, I guess, that it has a lot of fans. So I don't have a lot of nostalgia for The Devil Wears Prada. I actually haven't seen it until recently in preparation for this movie. So I don't really view that first movie with rose-tinted glasses, although Meryl Streep is fantastic in that movie, and this movie too. But yeah, I think the first one is fine. It's not a bad movie. I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. It just didn't click with me like it did with so many other people. So, all that being said, this movie did click with me. I don't know if what I'm about to say is sacrilege or not. I don't know what the general consensus on this movie is, but to me, Devil Wears Prada 2 improves on the first movie in almost every conceivable way. Almost every conceivable way. I enjoyed it so much more than I thought I would. I think it's better than the first one. It's just a really, really good movie. So I don't know how long this review is going to be because I don't want to give away too many details because this movie has some twists and turns that I wasn't quite expecting and I quite enjoyed. I think it's funnier than the first movie. I think it has a lot more charm than the first movie. It updates the characters and puts them in a modern setting in a way that doesn't seem cringe. Like, it's not, it doesn't feel like a movie that was written by people in their 50s and they think, the modern generation is all like, vloggers and, TikTokers and trying to get hits and stuff like that. It actually approaches the modern business setting in a pretty realistic way. And they do a lot of fun stuff with putting Miranda in this new modern setting, and she clashes with it quite a bit, which I quite enjoyed watching. Everyone has a character arc. Like Andy, Emily, Nigel, Miranda, they all have character arcs that make sense for their characters and are satisfying. I don't know, I was just really, really pleased with this movie. And of course, it's got all the stuff the first movie did in terms of glitz and glamour. It's got all that as well. So if you're worried that it's gonna go back on that, it ups the ante there as well. I mean, there's some beautiful shots of Milan in this movie. So I say if you're a fan of Devil Wears Prada, go check it out. You probably already have, but definitely, this is definitely worth watching in the theater. I think you're gonna have a great time, even if you don't love the first Devil Wears Prada. You might be like me and be impressed. I think the only people that aren't gonna enjoy this movie are people that just don't like movies with no action. Is basically like, if it doesn't have action, you're not interested, then don't watch this movie. But I think everyone else will find something in this movie to enjoy. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on The Devil Wears Prada 2.